Hey guys, it's Amber. This is Amber Online, and today I'm just doing a quickie video to talk about some of the things at this year's E3 that I am excited about. First off, and surprising no one, of course, I'm excited for everything Bioware announced. The Dragon Age Inquisition stuff looked great, and I'm really excited that they chose to do character trailers to introduce sort of companions. I think with like the Mass Effect Citadel DLC and with trailers like this, Bioware sort of acknowledging that one of the things they do best in their game is introduce you to like really rich characters that you want to hang out with and get along with and have in your party. So the fact that they have a focus on that got me really excited. The teasers for the next Mass Effect game, as well as the new IP, even though they were just like weird random conceptual screenshots, I was like, oh my gosh, I lost my stuff. So that certainly the highlight of my E3. So next E3 thing that I was really excited for was The Witcher 3. That gameplay demo with the griffin hunting looked amazing. Like, the art on this game, the graphics are phenomenal, the style is really strong. I'm excited to go into the city and like wander around the whole whorehouse district, because who doesn't want to do that? And really excited. Pre-ordered. Done. I'm looking forward to playing it. Absolutely. Look how pretty, guys. So pretty. You know, because that's what you want from your monster hunting game. Beauty. And I'm sure, of course, shocking none of you that see the mods I make on this channel, I'm very much looking forward to Bloodborne coming out. It's cool to see them take on a different setting. I think with the Demon Souls and the Dark Souls 2, they've gotten sort of everything they can out of this medieval-y fantasy type world. Not that I'm saying they couldn't go in another creative direction with it, but I look forward to seeing what they do as far as bringing it into this sort of Victorian era and the steampunk with the guns, and also the reported gameplay being a little more aggressive, because I'm a little more aggressive myself in my gameplay style, which gets me killed a lot of the time in Dark Souls, because I just keep fighting things and try to strategically fight them, but I don't like defending. It's like a lot of the times I don't even learn what the block button is on a game, because I don't like it. So when they talk about forcing you sort of into more combat with this and to play in a less defensive strategy, I'm excited to play a Dark Souls game in that style. So I know it's not Dark Souls, it's Bloodborne, but you know, it's like a spiritual successor. I'm excited to play a spiritual successor to Dark Souls in that style. Looks really nice, and I have a huge phobia of like plagues, and I know, I work in a microbiology lab, so you're like, this is the last thing you should be afraid of. But it's because I want to be first. If, like, something breaks out and I'm going to die, I want to die of it or, like, catch it so I can be protected from it. It's the ideal job for me. But I think it will be a great horror experience for me because I'm so afraid of that, and because there's, like, a mysterious, you know, plague of unknown origin spreading through, turning people into monsters. Looks pretty cool. Again, I'm sure shocking no one, Borderlands, the pre-sequel. I'm a little disappointed actually that it's not coming out on next gen, because I am picking up my PS4 for like all these games that are coming out, and I would really have liked to play it on there, but I understand the rationale that the install base just isn't as big, and the effort and the cost to bring the game forward would be too great. Anthony Birch has been brought over to work with the team making this game as well. He was the lead writer on Borderlands 2. He writes like, Hey Ash, What You Playing? With Ashley Birch. It's like a funny web series. I'm sure if you're seeing this, you've probably seen that, but if you haven't, you should go and watch it. He's very clever, and I know if you're just in this for the writing, read a book. But the Borderlands shooter style is a lot of fun for me. It's the only FPS I really play anymore, because it's a fun, fantastical FPS. Because quite frankly, like all of these like just gun games, I don't want to play. I didn't want to become a soldier. You know, that was not the life I chose. Obviously, I didn't have the constitution for it. But I don't want to play a hyper-realistic game. I don't want to play a realist gun game. I want to play a game that I can't do in real life. I can't shoot an acid gun at someone in zero-G moon boots in real life. So I want to do that in my game. I'm excited that my Wii U is going to be getting some love this year too, with Bayonetta 2 coming out. I really liked the Captain Toad treasure tracker idea, because I quite enjoyed those levels in the Mario game that just came out recently. They were a lot of fun. I'm excited to have an entire game of them. Kirby's new game, like claymation, looks so cute and so great. Yoshi's Woolly World looks fantastic as well. I love those like co-op platformers that are just like fun and exploration based. So looking forward to seeing those come out. Excited that Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright got an announcement. I have played all of the Professor Layton games, okay guys? I played them all to completion. I do all those puzzles. I'm obsessed with it. I talk to Luke and I tell him he's a weenie, and I kind of had a crush on Layton for no reason really, because he's just such a gentleman. So very much looking forward to that coming out. Nintendo had a really strong showing, I feel like, this year. Like, their digital event was good. The robot chicken animations were really funny. It was very clever, and I'm so excited for the amiibo, because clearly I like action figures. Like, again, shocker. There's so many revelations about me in this video. But the figures and the Nintendo characters, they look really good on video. I look forward to picking them up, and of course being a Smash. Of course I will. I've just recently trained myself to stop calling it Brawl, because the only one I've ever really played to any extent is the Wii one, and that's Smash Brothers Brawl, and I called it Brawl, and now I think that all Smash games are Brawl, but they're Smash. I'm excited for Smash. The Nintendo showing in general looks really good, and of course, obviously, the Wii U Legend of Zelda. If they can pull off what they seem to be trying to pull off, which is essentially, I guess, like Zelda Skyrim, that you're on this open world map and you're touring around, that will be phenomenal. I look forward to seeing what it is. I look forward to seeing the Nintendo Direct when they ask me to, like, please be patient, and they thank me for my patience because it's been delayed until it's ready, because you know that's going to happen. But just a really strong showing, I think, from Nintendo, and sort of a relief from the gray palettes in a lot of the other games, these colorful, fun, like, happy games, I guess. Really looking forward to those. Xenoblade Chronicles X, of course, along with every other fantasy RPG, basically, that they announced. They're, like, coming out strong with fantasy RPGs at this E3, and I'm super excited because last E3 felt so much like just not about any fantasy games at all. It's just really, I just want to play fantasy games. So X looks, like, super exciting to come out. It didn't even look that good. Like, the gameplay they showed, it was, like, so limited, and they only had, like, a tiny area they could show you. But the fact that it's more Xenoblade in HD, cool. I hope it works out as well as the last one. Other things I'm excited about that they talked about at E3, next Tomb Raider HD game coming out. I love this new generation of Tomb Raider. I absolutely adored the last Tomb Raider, the relaunch on PS3. I, like, played it obsessively and collected all the weapon upgrades and everything. It was great game. Looking absolutely forward to what they're going to do next. The next Mirror's Edge looks really nice. I hope they're going to maintain that style and that edge it had. No good? Okay, but Mirror's Edge looks great, and I am both excited and horrifyingly disappointed about the announcement that Bendis came out and made about the Power series, because I am not in the US, and they kept saying, like, this will be available in the US, and I'm like, I'm not in the US, Bendis! Come on! So, I don't know if I'll be able to watch that or not, but I love Powers. I'm obsessed with that universe, and, like, Bendis and Oming do a fantastic job on that comic. And I'm really excited that it's getting an adaptation, and the fact that Bendis said it's the adaptation he would like to see makes me very excited too, because he's one of the co-creators, so if it's pleasing him, then it should please me. Really, right? Realistically? No, I have unrealistic expectations. It's not going to please me. So that's sort of my mini ramble, talk about E3, things that excited me most, and I kind of waited a little while to do it because the things that excite me most I'm still going to remember, and the things that didn't really excite me but I was excited for at the time I've clearly forgotten by now, and I'll remember again when the solicits for the games come up in a few years. I say years. Months, depending on the game, some of them will be years. But it was really a good show this year. It hyped me up far more than the last couple of years have, because last year was just all about the consoles, and like the consoles are coming out and there's nothing to play on them, but they're there, guys, come on. So it was a great E3. It was fun to watch. Let me know what you're most excited for, what was announced, any games that they missed at E3. Last Guardian. That you wished you had been able to see, and what you're playing right now in anticipation of all these games coming out. Talk to you guys later. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, I'm glad. We'd love to have you back on the channel. So here's some links for me talking about video games. Here's some links for me talking about movies. Here are some links for me talking about comic books. You can also subscribe to the channel, and I'd appreciate it. And Morgan would approve. I don't have the authority to say that, but I thought it would.